This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.
What's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Icon Podcast. I am your host, Gianna, and it's been a little while since our last episode. We took a little break. I was losing my voice, and I headed out to Shareholders 2020, which is a huge EXP event. Got to meet and greet a lot of icons. So if you're out there, thank you for saying hello to me. And today we are super excited to get to know Sean. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Gianna. Thanks so much for having me. I'm excited to talk with you today.
Yeah, of course. Let's start with your background, Sean. Who are you? Where are you from? Where are you at now? How did you find yourself becoming a real estate agent?
Yeah, so I guess my brief story is grew up in a military family, moved around a lot up and down the East Coast. I ended up deciding to go into the military myself. So I went to the Naval Academy for college and then commissioned into the Marine Corps in 2012. I did 7 years active duty in the Marine Corps, and my kind of entry into real estate occurred when I purchased my first house in 2016. Shortly after that, I learned about real estate investing, and my wife and I got really interested in the investing side. So while I was still active duty, we started investing in real estate, just kind of trying to get scrappy and purchase a few properties. We got a few long-term rentals and a few short-term rentals out here in Eastern North Carolina. And we both really, got passionate about real estate and real estate investing in particular. And then in 2019, I was kind of at the point in my career where, if I stayed in, I probably would have ended up staying in for the whole, 20 years, which is in the military, you get a pension at 20 years. But we had just had our first son at the time, and kind of was looking for something else and wanted to, try the whole entrepreneurial thing. So I decided to get out of the Marine Corps and get my real estate license in 2019. So that's kind of my entry into the real estate world.
Yeah, that's awesome, Sean. Thank you for your service. And, as far as coming into the real estate world, was EXP your first brokerage, or how was EXP introduced to you?
Yeah, so I did not know much about different brokerages and everything. And, I did some research and sat down with some of the, bigger name brokerages in my area. And then I had a friend show me, a video about EXP, and it really checked a lot of the boxes that I was looking for. So EXP is the only firm I've ever been a part of, but I've loved my time here, and I'm really glad I made this decision. When I was getting out of the military, I was kind of ready for more like freedom, and I wanted to have support, of course, and have like a structure and people that I could go to and training opportunities. But I was not looking for a job where I had to go and stand duty or stand office hours. And EXP's commission splits were very attractive, and I wanted to I felt like I wanted to get after it and get going, and I thought EXP best supported that kind of my goals.
Absolutely. And, Sean, now that you're over here, you mentioned a little bit of, the rev share, but there's also stock options, collaboration. Based on what attracted you to EXP, what else did you find when you came over here that you really fell in love with that maybe you weren't expecting?
Yeah, I really loved the training opportunities and being able, EXP looked so smart when COVID happened because they were like virtual before being virtual was cool. But being able to like take part and learn from some of the top agents around the country throughout the entire week, and just the classes have been really informative to me, and I enjoyed that a lot. The revenue share and the stock options are great too. I decided to participate in like the the portion of the commission that you can purchase stock at a discount. And I'm looking at that as just kind of like a savings fund for my family, for our future. Yeah. So it's nice. I'm the type of person to I enjoy like automatic deposits where I don't even see the money ever, because if so, then I'm tempted to spend it or something. And
right.
So I enjoy that feature as well. For that.
Of course. Yeah, no, it's incredible. And like you said, that the stock options that you can put away and use for the future or retirement or whatever that is that you choose when it's time to cross that bridge. That's really cool, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a family, you said. Obviously, you're very busy. You've got high production because you're an Icon agent on the Icon podcast. So, Sean, how do you take care of yourself? How do you chase a work-life balance and attempt to recharge, make sure you're your best self facing your clients, your family, your teammates, whatever that is?
Yeah, that's a great question, Gianna, and I'm still trying to figure it out in some ways, but it's so easy in this job to let it just consume you. Part of being a good agent is being very responsive to your clients. Mm-hmm. And part of being a good leader is like being responsive to the people that you lead. So when it comes to, working with clients, helping train and mentor new team members, that adds up a lot. But I think, the reason I got into this job was because my wife, Christina, and I, we wanted to build a life for our families where we could be super present, in the lives of our children and have, a sort of time freedom to, chase after and work towards some of the other goals we have for our family. And so, of course, like family being the most important thing, I don't want that to always be the thing that I have to sacrifice. So I guess one of the things I've learned through my time that, again, I'm still working on developing and disciplining myself is just time blocking the things that are important to you. And included in that should be, time with your family, dates with your spouse or significant other, time with your children. So, I've worked on setting 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. every night, which as an agent, is sometimes when your phone starts blowing up, because that's when all your clients and friends get off work. But I'll just put my phone in a different room and I'll set that time aside to just focus on my family and just be super present with my kids. And, it'll feel a little nerve-wracking at first, or you might hear your phone like buzzing in the other room. But, at the end of the day, there's, as long as you can be fairly responsive and at least get back to people within a reasonable timeline of either that night or just follow up with things the next morning. It's not gonna kill your business. Trust me.
Right. Absolutely, Sean, you're right. And setting those boundaries and time blocking and making sure you're taking time to yourself, because you can feel like you're on the clock 24/7 as a real estate agent. And you've got to set those boundaries so you don't burn out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Sean, let's dive into the Icon Award a little bit more, if that's okay with you.
Sure.
So in your market, about how many houses do you have to sell to hit your cap? Like, what's that average market price over there?
Yeah, the average sales price is around $300,000. So to hit the cap, let me do a little quick math. So it's, I guess, the average sales with the average kind of sales price and the average commission split, it would take like 11 or 12 transactions to cap with EXP, and then an additional 20 to reach Icon. So I would say like 30 to 40 on average.
Okay. Awesome. And then, when it comes to iconing, there's more than just production there. There's a cultural commitment, right? So whether
Mhm.
that's, and I don't know if you saw the announcement that cultural commitment is going to change a little bit to a point system coming up. They made that announcement at shareholders. But I don't know too much about it just yet. So let's stick to the basics. What do you usually do for your cultural commitment? Are you a mentor? Do you teach in EXP world? What avenue do you take for that?
I chose to teach in EXP World.
Mhm. What did you focus, like, what did you teach?
So the class that I taught last year was how to work with real estate investors as an agent,
Mhm.
which, was something that I had kind of worked through like in my first 2 years as an agent, just kind of seeing how, working with an investor is a little different than, working with maybe a retail buyer or seller.
Mhm.
I learned a lot of lessons that I was excited to share with people.
Absolutely. No, that's really cool. And, as far as the Icon Award goes, there's a lot of benefits with it, right? So, excuse me, I have the hiccups. You get a big glass shiny trophy. You get your cap back in stock, or the opportunity to earn it all back in stock. I know you don't go to many of the events to earn that part back, but at least, getting there, you earn that stock back. And a lot more that comes with it. So, what has been your favorite part of iconing? What makes you say, hey, I've got to do this again next year? Push yourself to it.
I love having the goal of hitting it. It's like
Yeah.
each year when my cap resets, it's like, all right, game on. Like, let's see how fast I can cap and then hit icon again. So I love that kind of challenge, and just kind of the goal that EXP sets for the agents. And then I guess the incentive of like earning the stock back is really cool, where if you do go to the events, I mean, you can earn the entire $16,000 that your split is to EXP. You can earn that back in stocks, which is really awesome.
Absolutely. No, you're right, Sean. And yeah, earning those stocks back is it's really cool. You don't really get that opportunity at any other brokerage, and it adds up. It's a 401k, it's a life savings that, you don't really have the opportunity for with other brokerages, companies, or industries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Sean, for the next question, we're going to kind of focus on like rookies or people that are just new to EXP. Is it possible for them to icon in their first year? What kind of goals do they need to be setting out, boundaries, disciplines to be able to icon coming from an icon agent? How do you do it your first year? Is that achievable?
Yeah, it's totally achievable. I did not icon my first year, but looking back on it, the things that I would recommend to be successful is to just own your schedule, time block everything, and always time block the things that are most important, which as a new agent is going to be prospecting for new contacts and lead generating. Sometimes those are the tasks, or those are the things that will get swept to the side if you're having to answer a bunch of emails or get a couple calls from appraisers or lenders. Oftentimes, not saying those aren't important, but don't let your lead generation time, get just, caught up with other tasks that seem to be more important at the time. And then one of the biggest things that helped me just take my personal sales business to the next level was partnering with a transaction coordinator to help with the contract to close process, and just understanding how a good transaction coordinator can really be a force multiplier in your business, to help you focus on like the high dollar producing activities that will bring yourself more business, and also provide a better level of service to your clients, because you're having a second set of eyes on everything, and it's not just you trying to, juggle all the balls.
Right. No, that's great advice. And really lean into your mentors and the people in your network to support you to that, and have an accountability buddy, right? Because that's a big goal, and stuff needs to be getting done every day to be working towards that. So to have somebody that's holding you accountable to that goal, will help you in a big way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Sean, for my final question, as we're coming up just a little past 15 minutes here, it's been an awesome episode. For somebody that's sitting on the fence thinking about coming to EXP, they see the greener grass, the great opportunity over here, but they hear the things in the industry like, oh, don't go over there. EXP is a cult. It's a pyramid scheme, blah, 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 blah. What would you have to say to somebody in those shoes wanting to make the switch, but maybe they're too loyal to their current broker or, all the other reasons people give us that they don't want to make the move just yet?
Yeah, I would say trust your gut. It's not, the best option for everyone, but if you have a, desire, or you're looking for something different, or you're not happy with where you're at, I think EXP is a great option for those like more self-starters who are wanting to, spread their wings more and try something new. So, but I would say at the end of the day, you got to trust your gut and do what's best for you and your family. EXP has been great for me, and I highly recommend it to, for a number of different reasons. But yeah, that's what I would say, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's great advice. Sean, are you going to try to make it to EXP Con?
I will. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll be at EXP Con, and I would love to hang out with you, catch up a little bit. And Sean, as we wrap up today, is there anything you want to leave the listeners with in regards to, real estate, EXP, work-life balance, anything?
Yeah, I would just say think through and set some goals and have the goals centered on like a bigger, larger kind of why or purpose that you have in your life. So my wife and I were followers of Jesus Christ, and that's a huge kind of driver for us, as we want to, build a life where we glorify God through our actions and through our work. And there's a lot that goes into that, but it's a big purpose. It's not, we don't just want to achieve success so we can be wealthy or so that we can acquire these, just worldly things, but we want to serve God with our time and resources. And that is a powerful thing that keeps me motivated and helps me, to wake up early every morning and work hard to achieve our goals. So I would recommend just, take some time to think about and develop, your why and your purpose in life that you can work towards.
I love that. Sean, thank you so much for your time today. I really hope you make it to EXP Con. If not, we'll catch up some other time. And if you need anything, feel free to reach out. I'd love to do a spin-off episode with you, maybe on what you focus on teaching in EXP world, like a little teaser.
Sweet. Yeah. Thanks so much, Gianna. I appreciate your time today.
Yeah, you bet. I will talk to you soon, Sean. Thanks for your time. Bye.
All right. Bye.
This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success, and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.